Welcome back to Shots of Victory. I'm Blake.
And I'm Rocky.
In today's video, we will be talking about our PLE rankings for 2025.
Yep.
Alright, so we're just going to go through order, rank it what we have from least. I think I have it S, A, B, C, D tier. Be
Yep.
the same? Okay.
I did, I
You have
did
an
like
F?
1 through 30.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
But I'll categorize it, let's see, 30 divided by 6. Because it'd be S, A, B, C, D. So, I'll get the first 6. So we'll go 6 by 6 by 6 tiers.
Okay.
I'll just do that real quick.
Yep, we're starting off with the first main event, which is Jey Uso, which is main evented by Jey Uso and Gunther. Had Braun Strowman defeat Jacob Fatu. Braun Breaker versus Sheamus for the IC title. And then Rhea Ripley versus Nia Jax for the Women's Championship. I had this at the very bottom of my C tier. It was really not that fun to watch. But
Yeah.
the Braun Breaker versus Sheamus match was good. And then
That probably carried it, honestly.
yeah. Braun Strowman versus Jacob Fatu was alright.
Yeah, it was a pretty good match, I would say. I had it at the very bottom of my D tier. Almost had it in F tier, but I didn't think it was that bad. I really liked the Braun Sheamus match a lot, so that's why it didn't go into F tier.
Alright, on to Rumble 25. I had this third in my A tier.
I have it second in my B tier.
Okay. The Rumble had the Women's Rumble, which had Charlotte Flair winning. The WWE Tag Team Best 2 out of 3 Falls match with DIY and Motor City Machine Guns, which got interference from Street Profits. They made their return. Ladder match with Cody Rhodes versus Kevin Owens, and then Men's Rumble, which was Jey Uso. Really the only thing that brought this down for me was just that Jey won. But besides that, both Rumbles were really good. The Cody versus Kevin match was amazing.
Oh, sorry. It was the Rumble was actually my third in A tier.
Yeah. Ladder match was really good. Match of the year contender. Tag team match was pretty good. Technical match, just fans didn't get behind it. Now on to our first NXT show. NXT Vengeance Day 25 was headlined by Julia defeating Bayley, Roxanne Perez, and Cora Jade. It had a North American Championship match with Stephanie Valkyrie defeating Fallon Henley. Nathan Frazier and Axiom versus Josh Briggs and Yoshiki Nomura. A strap match of Eddie Thorpe and Trick Williams. Ethan Page versus Javon. And an NXT Championship match, Obafemi defeating Austin Theory and Grayson Waller.
It was, wait, which one was this?
Vengeance Day.
I had Vengeance Day at the very top of my C tier. So at number 16 for me.
I had this 10th on my C tier.
Interesting. 10th?
10th.
Oh yeah, your C tier is pretty big. Mine is just 5 for each category.
No, my C tier is huge.
Yeah.
Alright, on to Elimination Chamber 25. Headlined by the heel turn of John Cena aligning with The Rock and Travis Scott, turning on Cody Rhodes. The show had Women's Elimination Chamber, Bianca Belair defeating Alexa Bliss, Bayley, Roxanne Perez, Naomi, and Liv Morgan.
Yep.
Trish Stratus and Tiffany Stratton defeated Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. An unsanctioned match between Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, where Randy returned.
Yeah. Good match.
And men's Elimination Chamber match, John Cena defeating Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Damian Priest, and CM Punk.
And had the heel turn afterwards.
Yep. I had this at the very top of my A tier.
Yeah, this was my number 3 in S tier.
I think this could have been The only big part about this match, like PLE as a whole, which wasn't good, was really
I didn't like the women's tag.
yeah, the women's tag really took like what am I trying to say? A lot of the goodness out of the show,
Mm-hmm.
if that makes sense.
It makes total sense, yeah.
Like if that match was a little bit better, realistically it should have just been Tiffany versus Trish.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been the match, but I still like the match. It was still fun. Unsanctioned match, one of the match of the years as well. Kevin Owens' run was good.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Both chambers were pretty good. I like how every chamber had their own story and it successfully paved that story. We had Seth Rollins taking out CM Punk, showing that, and then showing John Cena's heel turn a little bit by getting that heelish win off of him.
And then Priest pinned McIntyre, which set up their Mania match.
Yep. Jade Cargill returned to take out Naomi, which was good. And then yeah, I don't really remember a lot from the women's match, to be honest. All right,
I remember Bianca whipped Liv with her braid.
Yeah. NXT Stand and Deliver 25. Show had NXT Championship, Oma Femi, Trick Williams versus Javon Evans, which is probably a match of the year.
Yep.
Kickoff show had number one women's title contender match, Gigi Dolan, Tatum Paxley, defeat Corey Jade and Roxanne, Fallon Henley, JC Jane, Lash and Jakara Jackson.
Yep. Good match.
NXT North American match versus Ricky Saints, defeating Ethan Page. NXT Championship match, Hank and Tank, defeating Fraxium. Women's North American title ladder match, Soruka defeating Lola Vice, Kalani Jordan, Izzy Dame, Thea Hill, and Zarya. Then we had Dark State defeating D'Angelo family. Then lastly, we had NXT Women's Championship, Stephanie Valcour defeating Jordan Grace, Jada Parker, and Julia.
Yep. I had Stand and Deliver as second to last on my A.
I had it last on my A.
Okay.
So my sixth favorite.
Yep.
All right, we have WrestleMania split into two parts, same with SummerSlam. So we'll start with night one, which was headlined by Seth Rollins, CM Punk, Roman Reigns. Started off with Jey Uso defeating Gunther, New Day versus War Raiders, Jade Cargill versus Naomi, Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight, El Grande Americano versus Ray, Tiffany versus Charlotte Flair. I had this at the very top of my C.
I had this at the very top of my D tier.
That's valid.
I just felt like they saved everything else. I felt like they were too conservative on this night.
Yeah, well, I really like Jacob Fatu versus LA Knight. I like that match a lot. I like the main event, the triple threat.
Yeah, those two matches were the only thing that kept it out of F tier.
And then I loved El Grande Americano versus Ray Phoenix.
Yeah.
Because I love Ray Phoenix. Which, for the head, really the only reason it got that high at the top of my C is just because of the main event. And then Ray Phoenix. On to night two, we have Women's World Championship, Io Sky defeating Bianca Belair and Rhea Ripley. Street fight with Drew McIntyre and Damian Priest. WWE Intercontinental title, Dominic Mysterio defeating Braun Breaker, Penta, Finn Balor. Randy Orton versus a mysterious opponent, which was Joe Hendry.
Yeah.
Logan Paul and AJ Styles. WWE Women's Tag Titles returning Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria defeating Liv Morgan and Roxanne Raquel Rodriguez.
Yep.
Main evented by WWE title match, John Cena winning his 17th against Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I had it at the very top of my A tier.
I had it second in my B tier. Really the biggest parts of it, Logan Paul versus AJ Styles was alright. The women's tag match was alright, and then
everything else was kind of amazing.
The ending for the WWE match, the John Cena match, was not good.
Yeah,
but
it wasn't really its fault though, because it had people drop out that shouldn't have, that were taking other stuff more seriously.
The women's triple threat though, one of the great best women's matches of the year.
Yeah.
IC match was really good. Loved that they gave it to Dom. Joe Hendry pop was good, and then the Street Fight was also good.
Yeah, they took advantage of like what they could do with the Randy Orton's place because with Kevin Owens getting hurt, it was like the best thing they could do.
Yeah. All right, on to Backlash, which had main evented by John Cena defeating Randy Orton after the show, attacking R-Truth. Started off the show with WWE US title match. Jacob Fatu defeating LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest. Women's IC title match, Lyra Valkyria defeating Becky Lynch, which was also a really good technical match. WWE Intercontinental. Why is it so weird saying that?
Intercontinental?
IC title, Dominic Mysterio defeating Penta, and then Gunther versus Pat McAfee.
I had this at the bottom of my B tier.
I had this middle of my C tier.
Okay.
So I had this 7th in my C tier.
Interesting.
Really, I didn't like any of the matches that much.
Mm-hmm.
Pat McAfee versus Gunther I really liked. And then Lyra versus Becky was good, but I just didn't really like it.
Yeah.
And then Randy versus Cena. Backlash.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yep, that's all I got to say for that. Saturday Night Main Event, headlined by Jey Uso versus Logan Paul.
Mm-hmm.
This started off with Seth Rollins, Braun Breaker defeating CM Punk and Sami Zayn. This is where Bronson Reed joined the division. WWE US title match, Zelina Vega defeating Chelsea Green, John Cena defeating R-Truth, and a steel cage Damian Priest match versus Drew McIntyre. I had this last in my D tier. I had this the worst PLE.
I had this as the worst as well. I mean, there was just like nothing that came out of it. It was like just a meaningless show.
It really just felt. It really was a show that
was just there to
banked off to help Money in the Bank
because
of John Cena helping out Logan Paul, but really only did that because because John Cena had limited appearances.
Yeah.
The two it had one of the worst women matches of the year, Zelina Vega versus Chelsea Green.
Oh my gosh.
And then the only two good things about this show was R-Truth coming out to Ron Cena.
Yeah.
And then Bronson Reed coming out. Which literally had nothing to do with any of the matches, so that should say enough.
Yeah.
Alright, on to NXT Battleground 2025. Headlined by Trick Williams defeating Joe Hendry for the TNA World title. Cool to see a TNA title.
Be the
main event.
Yeah.
Started off the show with Sol Ruka defeating Clonnie Jordan for the Women's North American title. Hank and Tank and Josh Briggs defeated the Culling. Stax versus Tony D'Angelo ended with Stax defeating Tony. Women's Championship between Steph and Jordan Grace. Oba Femi then defeated Miles Bourne in an NXT Championship match. I
had this at the bottom of my C tier.
I had this third to last in my NC tier.
Okay.
To be honest, I literally don't remember a single thing of this match besides the main event.
I remembered Oba Femi versus Miles Bourne, and that's really it.
This was like the start of the span where they literally just didn't know what to do with Oba, so they just
gave him
random people.
Yeah.
Which will be the negative I have for almost every single NXT PLE.
Yeah.
On to Worlds Collide. This one was headlined by Vikingo versus Chad Gable, which is one of the best in-ring matches of 2025.
Yes, absolutely. Started
off with Octagon Jr., Aerostar, Mr. Iguana defeating Dragon Lee, Cruz del Toro, and Lynn Storando. It gave everyone who see who Mr. Iguana was, which really helped him. Made him one of the biggest stars to come out of this.
Absolutely, yeah.
If not the biggest star.
He is definitely the biggest star to come out of AAA.
Yeah. Stephanie Valkyrie and Lola Vice defeated Chick Tormenta and Dalis. Legado del Fantasma defeated El Hijo de Wagner Jr., Paragon, and Psycho Clown. NXT North American title, Ethan Page defeated Ray Phoenix, Laredo Kid, and Javon Evans was also a really good match.
Really good, yeah.
Um, I had this. Which one was? Oh yeah, okay.
This was.
I had this fourth in my B tier.
I had this second in my A tier.
I'll get into this more when we do the next Worlds Collide. But these AAA
Crossovers?
crossovers and just PLEs in general are probably the most I've enjoyed just watching wrestling. They make it really fun, but also making it really good.
Mm-hmm. I just feel like it is a good mix of styles.
Yeah. Especially with Vikingo and Chad Gable. That was no one thought that'd be a good match. It was really good. Money in the Bank 2025, headlined by Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso defeating John Cena and Logan Paul. R-Truth made his shock return to WWE and attack John Cena. Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, Naomi defeating Rhea Ripley, Alexa Bliss, Stephanie Valkyr, Julia, and Roxanne Perez.
All the spots in that match felt like really set. It took them a while to set up anything. It felt like.
Yeah, it was really bad paced and slow match.
Mm-hmm.
WIC title match, Dominic Mysterio defeating Octagon Jr. was a really quick match.
Yeah.
WWE Women's IC title match, Becky Lynch defeating Lara Valkyria. Then Money in the Bank, men's Money in the Bank ladder match, Seth Rollins defeating LA Knight, Penta, El Grande Americano, Andrade, and Solo Sikoa. I had this second to last in C tier.
I had this middle of C tier.
I honestly didn't like this show that much at all.
Yeah, it was really one of the Money in the Bank matches that saved it for me.
It was literally the main event that saved it for me, and that was the only reason I didn't put it at the bottom of D tier.
Mm-hmm.
Night of Champions 2025, headlined by John Cena defeating CM Punk. Show started off with King of the Ring final, Cody Rhodes defeating Randy Orton. Street fight between Rhea Ripley and Raquel Rodriguez. Sami Zayn defeating Karrion Kross. U.S. title match with Solo Sikoa defeating Jacob Fatu. Queen of the Ring match, which was Jade Cargill defeating Asuka. I actually kind of like this PLE.
Yeah.
I had this second to last in the B tier.
I had it last in my A tier.
It was a really good show. Karrion Kross versus Sami Zayn was really the only thing I didn't like. It just felt like it only happened to give Sami Zayn a cheap pop.
No comment.
Low-key, my favorite match of the match of the night is obviously the undisputed W title match. But that street fight between Rhea and Raquel is really good.
You mean the World Heavyweight? Oh wait, never mind.
The street fight?
I'm talking about the I don't know what I was thinking.
Okay.
I just remembered Punk with the World Heavyweight, so I was just.
That was before Punk even won it.
I know.
NXT Great American Bash 2025. Headlined by. Wait, did you rank it?
Yeah.
Okay. Headlined by Jordan Grace and Blake Monroe defeating JC Jane and Fallon Henley. Started off with Javon Evans versus Jasper Troy, NXT Women's North American title. Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame. Falls Count Anywhere North American title match. Ethan Page defeating Ricky Saints. And then Oba Femi defeating Yoshiki Nomura. That Ethan Page versus Ricky Saints match was probably my favorite match coming from NXT. And it kind of just solidified as Ethan Page as my favorite NXT star currently.
Yeah, that was the only thing that really was good in that match to me, honestly. I didn't like this match very much.
Same.
I have it at second in F tier.
I have it sixth in C tier. Really just my biggest problems with it is honestly just that Oba match. Jasper Troy versus Javon wasn't anything too bad. Sol Ruka versus Izzy Dame was alright. The main event was alright. I think that's when Blake Monroe turned heel?
No.
No? Okay.
Yeah.
World Heavyweight Championship. Main event. Headlined by Gunther retiring Goldberg. Randy Orton defeating Drew McIntyre. U.S. title match Solo Sikoa versus Jimmy Uso. and LA Knight defeating Seth Rollins. I have this second to last in D tier.
I have this third to last in F tier.
It was just filler and it was only good because of Gunther versus Goldberg.
Yep.
Evolution 2025, Women's World Championship. Naomi defeating Rhea Ripley and Io Sky by cashing in her Money in the Bank match.
Mm-hmm.
I think this was the best women's match of the year for WWE.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Show started off with women's intercontinental title. Becky Lynch defeating Bayley Lyra. NXT women's title match. JC Jane defeating Jordan Grace.
This is where Blake turned heel.
Okay. I knew it was soon. I just don't know when.
Mm-hmm.
WWE tag team titles. Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez defeating Sol Ruca, Zarya, Charlotte Flair Bliss, and Asuka and Kairi Sane. Tiffany Stratton defeated Trish Stratus. A no-holds-barred match with Jade Cargill versus Naomi, with Bianca Belair as special guest referee. And then 20-woman battle royal. Stephanie Valkyrie lastly eliminated Lash Legend to win the title match at Clash in Paris, which then got moved to WrestlePalooza. I had this the very top of S tier and the best PLE of 2025.
Interesting. I had it second.
I really think this had nothing but good matches, and yeah, and the fact that it had two really good great matches, kind of shows that. I don't know if we should keep this a yearly event. I like it bi-yearly, so every 2 years.
Yeah, that would make the most sense to me, honestly.
Because I feel like if you do it every yearly, it's not gonna.
Its attraction.
SummerSlam 2025 again, 2 nights. So we're gonna put this into 2 nights. Night 1 headlined by Seth Rollins defeating CM Punk and Gunther by cashing in. Roman Reigns and Jey Uso defeating Bronson Reed. WWE Women's Tag Title match. Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss defeating Judgment Day. Sami Zayn defeating Karrion Kross. Tiffany Stratton defeating Jade Cargill. Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Randy Orton, and Jelly Roll. Wait, Logan Paul defeating Randy Orton and Jelly Roll. And then, yeah. I had this. Where did I have this? If I can find it. What'd you have it?
I had it top of B tier.
I had top of my B tier too.
Okay.
All right. On to night 2, headlined by the street fight between Cody Rhodes and John Cena. Start off with Naomi defeating Rhea Ripley and Io Sky. TLC WWE Tag Titles match. Wyatt 6, DIY, The Street Profits, Fraxium, Andrade, Ray Phoenix, and Motor City Machine Guns. The no DQ, no count out last chance match. IC title between Becky Lynch and Lyra. Steel cage match between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu. WWE IC title, Dominic versus AJ Styles. Main event also had Brock Lesnar's return. I had this second in S tier.
I had this first in S tier. I really loved the TLC, and I also loved the Cody Cena match. That was probably my favorite match of the year.
I had those. I really like those two too. Just that Becky versus Lyra match, I couldn't get into. I didn't really like it.
They just had too much interference, is what I felt like.
Honestly, I don't remember what happened in the match.
I think Bayley got.
And the fact that I see 25 minutes next to this match also is why I don't like it.
Well, it was like a street fight.
I know. And then the steel cage match, I didn't really like all too well either.
Yeah. It was mainly just those 2 matches that really bumped it up for me because they were like 2 of my favorite matches of the entire year.
They had 2 really good matches, but then 2 really bad matches, which is just why I had to give to Evolution, knowing that Evolution didn't have a single bad match. On to Triple Mania, headlined by El Vikingo defeating Dragon Lee, El Grande Americano, Dominic Mysterio. I don't know if I have this one actually.
I don't think you do.
Wait. XX. I don't have this one. This is the one I don't have. Wait. XXX. Oh, I do have this one actually.
Okay.
Sorry about that. This headlined by. Yep, I just said that. Omos defeating 13 other people in a battle royal.
Microman.
a AAA Latin American Championship. El Kingo defeating El Mayas. Judgment Day defeating Mr. Guana, Nino Hamburguesa, and Lola Vice. AAA World Tag Team titles. Pagago and Psycho Clown defeating Los Garzas. And then the Women's Championship match, Flamer defeating Fabi Apke and Natalia. I had this second in C tier.
I had this. It was. Wait, hold up. I lost it really quick. I had it third in D tier.
This is probably the most fun I had watching during wrestling this year, so which is why I had it so high. On to Heatwave, headlined by Obafemi versus Javon Evans. Started off with Lola Vice defeating Kalani Jordan and Jada Parker. NXT Tag Titles match, Dark State defeating Hank and Tank. TNA Knockouts title, Ash by Elegance defeating JC Jane and Masa Slamovich. Blake Monroe defeating Jordan Grace. Ethan Page and Chelsea Green defeating Tavion Heights and Tyra May Steele.
Yeah. I had this second to last. You have it in C.
Yeah, I had it fifth to last in my C tier.
Yep.
I really liked the Oba match. I really liked Blake Monroe versus Jordan Grace, Ethan Page match. I mean, not the Jordan Grace match, the Ethan Page match.
Yeah.
And then having the TNA Knockouts title move to Ash by Elegance was a good call. Yeah, we have to do one. Clash in Paris 2025. Headlined by Seth Rollins defeating CM Punk, LA Knight, Jey Uso. Roman Reigns defeated Bronson Reed. WWE Tag Title match between the Wyatt Six and the Street Profits. IC title match between Becky Lynch and Nikki Bella. A Donnie Brooke match between Rusev versus Sheamus. And then John Cena defeating Logan Paul.
I had the second in my B tier.
I had this fourth in my C tier.
Okay.
I didn't really like Roman versus Bronson Reed. I don't like that Roman one. Street Profits match I didn't like because it didn't move the story at all.
Yeah.
And then Nikki Bella versus Becky Lynch was...
That was terrible, yeah.
Yeah.
But I really liked the Cena-Logan match where they didn't even exit the ring once.
Yeah, I like that. That main event was alright. Had Becky Lynch join the Vision. Right? Yeah, Becky Lynch joined the Vision after this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, on to Worlds Collide. Main evented by Dominic Mysterio, El Hijo del Vikingo. Started off with Laredo Kid, La Parca, Octagon Jr., and Masakeda Sagarda defeating Lince Dorado, Mini Abismo, Joaquin Wilde, and Cruz del Toro. Natalia defeating Fabi Apka. Pagago and Psycho Clown defeating Grayson Waller and Kofi Kingston.
Yeah.
Lola Vice and Mr. Iguana defeating Roxanne Perez and Finn Balor. El Hijo de Wagner Jr. defeating JD McDonough, Ethan Page, and Dragon Lee. Really good overall. I had this sixth, the bottom sixth of my C tier.
I have this as the fourth best on my B tier.
So this was eighth best to my C tier.
Okay.
On to WrestlePalooza 2025. Headlined by Cody Rhodes defeating Drew McIntyre. Started off with Brock Lesnar defeating John Cena. Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker defeating the Usos. Stephanie Valkyrie defeating Io Sky. CM Punk and AJ Lee defeating Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
I had this second in my D tier.
I had this second in my D tier as well. I went to this show, so I enjoyed it a lot, but I'm not trying to use that, because if I did, I would have had an S tier. And I don't think that show deserved S tier.
It definitely didn't.
But yeah, the main event was really bad. Huh?
Nothing.
CM Punk, AJ Lee, Seth Rollins, Becky Lynch was a really good match. Steph versus Io Sky was really good. Usos match, I liked. LA Knight was special guest ref. And then that John Cena match was that John Cena match.
Yep.
On to NXT No Mercy. Headlined by Ricky Saints defeating Obafemi. Started off with Javon Evans defeating Josh Briggs. Sol Ruka defeating Jada Parker in the women's speed title match. Weaponized steel cage match between Jordan Grace defeating Blake Monroe. NXT North American title match. Ethan Page defeating Tavion Heights. And Women Championship, JC Jane defeating Lola Vice.
I had this at the bottom of my D tier.
I had this 5th in C tier.
Okay.
Right? No Mercy? Yep.
Yep.
I really liked the show. I like that Ricky finally won. That was good. Sol versus Jada Parker was a good speed match. Ethan Page versus Tavion Heights. I thought Tavion Heights was going to win. So that was good. And then the weaponized steel cage match was a lot of fun. On to... Oh my gosh, if I can scroll up all the way. On to Crown Jewel.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not going to be able to do it. Okay. Shoot. Give me a second.
Yep.
Rate what you have, Crown Jewel.
Yeah, I have Crown Jewel. Do you not?
No, rate what you have it, though.
Crown Jewel was pretty good though. I really liked it, especially John Cena versus.
Alright, so the match show had Seth Rollins defeating Cody Rhodes for the men's Crown Jewel title. Stephanie Valkyrie beating Tiffany Stratton for the women's crown title. John Cena defeating AJ Styles. Bronson Reed defeating Roman Reigns in an Australian street fight. And Rhea Ripley and Io Sky beating the Kabuki Warriors.
Yeah.
John Cena versus AJ Styles was the best retirement tour match.
Mm-hmm.
I had this 2nd in A tier.
I had this 4th in S tier.
On to Halloween Havoc. Okay, thank you for just not having it.
What? Halloween Havoc? Just go to...
Mr. Iguana and La Parka versus Javon Evans and Leon Slater. JC Jane versus Tatum Paxley. Hardy Boys versus Dark State for the tag team titles in a Broken Rules match. Zarya versus Blake Monroe. Ethan Page versus Hijo del Wagner Jr. in a Day of the Dead match. Ricky Saints versus Trick Williams for the NXT title.
Yep. I had this 5th on my list, actually.
What song was this?
Halloween Havoc?
That's what I don't have. I don't have Halloween Havoc.
Okay.
I have it middle of my B tier.
Okay.
So 4th in B tier.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I don't have. If that makes sense. I really liked the show. I don't know where it went, but yeah. On to Saturday Night Main Event, which was headlined by
CM Punk versus Jey Uso.
in a horrible match where I'm pretty sure Jey Uso was drunk during it.
Yep.
So that's also not gonna. That was top of my D tier.
That was bottom of my F tier.
Cody Rhodes retained the title versus Drew McIntyre. CM Punk won the vacant World Heavyweight title from Jey Uso. Jade Cargill beat Tiffany Stratton. And then Dominic Mysterio kept his IC title in a trip against Penta and Rusev.
Yep.
Wait, why would I have CM Punk as the November 1st, right?
Yeah, it's November 1st.
Okay. That's fine. Honestly, you would think with how many title matches there were that the show would be really good with it all being title matches, but only one match was good.
Yep.
So yeah. Jade was literally just squash match. So on to Survivor Series 2025. Headlined by the men's Survivor Series match, which had Braun Breaker pinning Punk. Team Rhea Ripley defeated Team Lynch with AJ Lee making Becky Lynch submit.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio defeated John Cena. Stephanie Valkyrie defeated Nikki Bella.
I had this 2nd in my C tier.
I had this 4th in my C tier.
Okay.
I didn't like the both women's matches. I didn't like the men's was alright.
Then Dom versus
Dom match was really good.
Yeah.
On to John Cena's retirement match, headlined by what?
Wait. Never mind.
What?
I was thinking Deadline is before this, isn't it?
I don't have deadlines, so probably.
Yeah, Deadline was the weekend before this. Yeah, Deadline was the weekend before this. Headlined by the men's Iron Survivor, which Javon Evans won.
Ricky Saints losing to Obafemi. Ethan. You're just not gonna tell me who faced Ethan Page?
Ethan Page faced
Mr. Guana. Izzy Dame defeating Tatum Paxley.
Mm-hmm.
Kendall Gray winning women's Iron Survivor.
Yep. I had this as my third in B tier.
I have it 7th in my B tier.
Okay.
On to Johnson's retirement match. Gunther versus John Cena. Gunther retired John Cena. Cody Rhodes versus Obafemi ends in DQ because Drew McIntyre gets involved.
Yep.
Bailey, Soul Grip defeats Bailey, and then AJ Styles and Dragon Lee defeat Leon and Javon Evans.
I had this as second to last in my C tier.
I have this third in my B tier.
Okay.
On. Is that it? Yeah, that's the last BLE we have.
Okay.
Sorry, just to go through it again. My S tier is Evolution, and then SummerSlam Night 2. My A tier is Elimination Chamber, Crown Jewel, Royal Rumble, Stand and Deliver. My B tier is Night 1 of SummerSlam, Night 2 of WrestleMania, John Cena's retirement match, which is Saturday main event, Worlds Collide, Night of Champions, Halloween Havoc, Deadline. C tier has WrestleMania, Triple Mania, Clash in Paris, War Games, NXT No Mercy, Great American Bash, Backlash, Worlds Collide, Heatwave, Vengeance Day, Battleground, Money in the Bank, Saturday Night Main Event, headlined by Gunther and Jay. D is Saturday Night Main Event, headlined by Drew McIntyre and Cody Rhodes. Then WrestlePalooza, Saturday Night Main Event, headlined by Gunther and Goldberg. And then last one is Saturday Main Event, headlined by Logan and Jay.
Yep. So my rankings was an S tier. I had SummerSlam Night 2, Evolution, Elimination Chamber, Crown Jewel, Halloween Havoc. Then in my A tier, I had WrestleMania 41 Night 2, Worlds Collide June, which was El Grande Chad versus Vikingo. Then I had Royal Rumble, Stand and Deliver, Night of Champions. Then in my B tier, I had SummerSlam Night 1, Clash in Paris, Deadline. The second Worlds Collide, which was headlined by Dom versus Vikingo, right?
Yep.
Then it was Backlash. And then in my C tier, I had Vengeance Day, War Games, Money in the Bank, Saturday Night's Main Event, which was John Cena's retirement. And then Battleground. My D tier was WrestleMania 41 Night 1, WrestlePalooza, Triple Mania, Saturday Night's Main Event. The first one was Jay and Gunther. Then No Mercy. Then in my F tier, I had Saturday Night's Main Event headlined by CM Punk versus Jey Uso. Great American Bash. Saturday Night's Main Event headlined by Gunther versus Goldberg. Then Heatwave. Then Logan versus Jay as the Saturday Night's Main Event headline. That's my worst.
Yep. Send in your PLE rankings. Tell us what you changed on ours. Tell us what you didn't like about ours or liked about ours.
Yep.
That is it for this video. Goodbye.
Peace.